Welcome back, everyone, to more Fear and Hunger. I took a little rest down here. I also took a glance at some patch notes, and I learned that it was very specifically in a rather recent patch that this entire difficulty mode was even added. And a big part of it is this management of your torches and how little you can see when you don't have a torch out, which is not something that was ever present in the game the first time around I played it. So let alone new enemies and stuff, even that stuff is all like pretty unfamiliar. Bring us food. What do you eat? Rip one head off. Humans, of course, bring us sacrifices. Well, I'm probably not going to do that, but if I rip your head off, you grab one of its heads and rip it off with brute strength. Brute strength is not really my thing. This picking a fight with this was probably a mistake. Oh shit. There's so many individual heads that you can attack. If you don't stop, we're gonna wreck you up badly. I think I'll run then. I don't want to get wrecked up badly. Maybe I should have tried to talk to this thing. But I think I'll just focus on running. Okay. We let you go this once. Oh shit. Hide around the corner. Don't get got by the guard. He's moving on. Yep, he's got his own day planned. Separate from me. We can go about our own things. No need to interrupt each other. No need for conflict. Part of me regrets playing with the full darkness mode because it just adds that much more stress. And I imagine from your guys' perspective, it's like now the screen is so dark most of the time. They will create an idol out of our fears. Oh, I probably should have thought that I would need to fight this guy, but priest waves a lantern in his trance. Well, I don't think we have anything in common. Oh, unable to escape. Well, shit. Those lanterns are pretty deadly, and now I think I'm burning. So is it like never? Oh no, I was able to that time. Okay, but I'm pretty wrecked, so that might end up being a run killer of sorts. Oh, the rotten barrels don't have anything. I'm on my last torch, which I'm not excited about. Book of Fears, blood and flower magic. Was that what it was? Some of them seem partly rotten and moldy. Oh, there was a rat hiding in the bookshelf. Nothing else. The rat left a nasty mark on your arm. So now I gotta worry about infection. Pinecone pig instructions. Pinecone pig. Pinecone pig. How do I do it? Teach me. There are instructions. Pig, the amulet of the god and fortune. The pinecone pig seems to originate from the north, from the little villages in the old guard. First, you need a narrow stick. Break it into 4 equally long pieces. Align them to each other to make sure they are the right size. Take a well-cut pine cone, push the sticks inside the openings of the pine cone. You should be able to carry the weight, and they should be placed on all 4 sides. The pine cone pig is ready. Enjoy. But I don't think I have a stick. So I can't... It counts as an armor? That's weird. Oh, I don't even have a pine cone. That was a previous save. Woo. Might get rat bit again. Not this time. Alchemical, volume 3. Do the stacks of books have anything? None of that is useful. Oh Lord, teach hurting. Torn page. I don't know how to move that one. Alright, lucky again. Alchemical volume 2. That's pretty good to have the range. I almost don't want to read them immediately though, because my torch is still burning, but like I don't even really need a torch in this area. Okay, I got another torch. I'm barely keeping ahead on that. another captain's diary, and a small key. Okay, that is enough for me to think, all right, let's sit down and maybe read some of this. So we'll get the first part of this. This is from a few months earlier than the last one. Chorter once again went too far with his wicked methods. The prisoner was but a child, but already he had to go through so much torture that he shit himself more than he bled. I must say, I'm afraid of Chorter to a certain degree. Sometimes I think I would do this world a justice if I'd off him with my blade. Very few know, but Chorter used to be a famed holy knight of Rondon back in the day. He was able to achieve great fame at a very young age, but during our holy campaign against Eastern territories, he was captured. Everyone presumed him as dead. He died as a war hero. He should have died as a war hero. But 5 years later, when we occupied the eastern capital, Jetea, we also found what was left of Chorter. He was but a shadow of his former self, a disfigured hunchback man with barely any resemblance to the great hero so many adored. I'm sure during those 5 years he went through every method of torture. He now puts to use himself. Just to honor the memory of Chorter the White, I let this monster live today, although I see great contradiction in my words here. Damn, I didn't expect that fucked up character to be a tragedy of any sort. A page clearly torn from a book. There's quite a lot of typos in this game considering how often it's been patched. It tells of the crow mauler. Crow, crow, grow your horn. Vile as snow in the Scarsburg massacre row. Crow, crow, oh why you maul? The meat is fresh and the blood still falls. Crow, crow, are you there? He is coming with nothing to bear. Crow, crow, behind you now. Oh, crow, please reap. Oh, crow, what I sow. Awful. Hate that guy. Me and my homies all hate that guy. Alright. Studies of Almer. Sure. Number 1. Born from humble origins of a virgin mother. Human origin with the seed laid down by a false god. So Almer is the closest to Jesus, I think, and that's who I chose to worship. A god walking amongst men, Almer would gather 12 apostles, like the disciples, from his most trusted companions. Together they were to bring the old world order. Kings and sultans of the time would not stand idle when a man of undeniable godlike posture came down to their golden city gates. Instead, they would capture Almer. The newborn god would be nailed onto a cross, arms spread wide, and be left for the crows to feast on. But Almer was to ascend. Arms still wide spread from the cross, he would soar, becoming the symbol we know of today, turning his cross-ridden posture into something greater, a symbol of hope and domination. Spending 3 days and nights at the city of the gods, Mehaber, who would return among men, with his mourning 11 apostles, he would murder the kings and sultans of the time, as was just, bringing back the old world order. So, I don't remember the part of the Bible where Jesus came back and killed everyone, but maybe I wasn't reading closely enough. The basics of alchemy, the effects of different colored substances. I might miss out on like a blue vial. I feel like I think I learned recipes from these books. Red is corrosive, treat it with care. Black, growth hormone, causes uncontrollable growth in living tissue, treat with caution. Blue, healing properties for muscle tissues. Yellow, protein-rich substance. Black and oil, highly flammable. Blue and yellow, heightened senses. Red and yellow, adrenaline boost. Blue and red, poisonous. Blue and purple, antidote for poison. So I'm pretty sure that adds these. Yes, it does, which is good, and I want that. A better blue potion, yes. Light blue, yeah. Okay, good. I do want that. That is good to have. But I don't think I even learned basic potions, which would probably have been in volume 1. So the intermediates of alchemy, the effects of different colored substances, orange and green super senses, blue and blue greater healing, which I just knew how to do just now. White powder and murky, highly explosive. It's weird. It makes it seem like I learned everything out of those books prior to reading them. Maybe just by picking them up. Maybe just by picking them up you learn that stuff. I hadn't really inspected that. And then the blood and flower magic. In this book, I reminisce my time at the Eastern Sanctuaries with my late master, Nesharad the Great. You see, I was given honor of being an apprentice to the Great Wizard. My time with him was brief, and I only managed to scratch the surface of the immense knowledge he possessed. In this book, I will list out the secrets and spells he spoke of, on how to acquire the knowledge behind those blood magics and flower magics. You have to seek that information elsewhere. These would be his words. I know of the first secret of Grogaroth. If I see hanging from a tree a dead man's corpse, I wish upon his soul and bind it back to their umbilical cord, and then that corpse will walk and speak again with me. Okay, so some necromancy. Too bad I'm a necrophilia. Necrophobic? Ooh. I know of the first secret of Sylvian. If I sprinkle my seed inside the womb of a freshly deceased, Jesus, the life that is left lingering in that corpse will sprout a son in my name. A son with a life of violence. And the second secret of Grogaroth, the minuscule world I have always felt curiosity for, becomes understandable to me. I am finally able to converse with the insects around me and have them reveal their deepest secrets. I kind of got that. And the second, for Sylvian, I no longer have to fear for separation from my loved ones, for we can forever join in marriage of flesh, an act of love that creates a beautiful unison of two souls. Third of Grogaroth, for all the wrong that they have done to me, I can merely point my finger and leash out the violence at them in their desperate cry for remorse. Third, for Sylvian, as human beings are simple creatures guided by their feelings and lust, I can easily control their affections in a most primal of ways. So, what sort of skills I got? I don't think I did not learn any skills from like reading that stuff, which I kind of hoped maybe would happen. Oh Lord, teach hurting. That does come up. There is like the table where that is a thing. I do not know how to move that bookshelf. So I think I'm going to push on before I run out of torch. I think I came from the right. And I'm not climbing down into the sewers. Yeah, that's definitely where I came from. But maybe I hadn't pillaged. I did. I definitely did. Maybe not on this run. Oh, but just, I had missed the one box. I don't think I want to go back to the torturer's room. I don't want to deal with torture. Not right now. Not if I don't have to. The courtyard. The mist here carries the same odor as the dungeon air. My hunger and mind are not looking great. I do have a red herb, so I'm going to cure the infection. Oh, that must have been a green herb that does that. Well, shit. I'm spending more on myself here with some of this than I expected. Yeah, let's... Oh, those carrots are only healing like 7. That kind of sucks by itself. Salami, 30. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. A little bit of ale for the mind. Okay. Body's pretty roughed up. Not in a great place. A stick! A stick! Yeah. Now no one can stop us. Oh, damn it. I don't have the pine cone still. I thought I had solved it. Oh, wait. Carrots, blueberries. So I just saw the thing about umbilical cords and like maybe that I could turn him into a little skeleton helper or whatever, but like that's not gonna be especially helpful when I'm afraid of that stuff. Yep, not gonna find coins on all of them. Apparently none of them other than that first one. Ooh. But green herb, blue herb. Ooh. Oh yeah, the stick. Yeah, okay. I don't have a pine cone, so I'm spending it on the stick there. That's good to have. None of the rest of them, but I do now have the green herb. Cure that infection. All right, clearing out some of the more in-my-face maladies that I'm dealing with. Okay, good. I can go in and out of that. There is the other door up there, which is, I don't know, where things bang. Is this an insect? Oh, he's gone. With mastery over insects, you're able to hear whispers. So it flew into that bush. Master, my rotten home. There was something shiny. Oh, that's so unclear. Feel a presence of a minor curse attached to the door. You could cancel it with counter magic. Then I will do that. Good job. Good thing you studied so hard. So there was a chance it wasn't successful. The inner hall. Not what I expected. Not where I thought I was going, actually. Oh, there's that table. Possibly the one where I, like, learn herding. What is this? The hexen creates a connection to the gods, both new and the old. To get closer to the older gods, you must work your way up and gain their affinity. With each circle, you get closer to them. The new gods only pass on their knowledge to those who share the same birth sign and soul with them. I guess we're about to find out. Curse equipment. I don't think I want that. Use the hexen. Right, I forgot how horrible this thing is to use. I have no souls, so I don't think there's really anything I can do. God, I hate navigating this fucking thing. Yeah, I have no souls, so damn it. This is kind of a dead end for now then, isn't it? Shit. Waste of a torch. Alright, I guess I just hoof it back to the other area. Like, I could potentially climb down here. There's a well here, it reeks of death. No, don't jump down. Jumping down is a good way to break all of your bones and die. So don't do that. I vote against that. A different bookshelf room. A mock-up book? Death is the answer. To what question? Dusty books. Might get bit. Just, again, luckily no rat just didn't find a thing. Book of Enlightenment, which is specifically how you save. So that is a huge one. Is this a chasm? No, this is just that black shit, isn't it? Scoop and glass vial. I now have some black liquid, which has a few crafting potentials. Black vial nitroglycerin. Presumably that just makes an explosive. So I think I might as well do it, which I already have one of those. They're probably useful. This is a statue depicting the new gods here. Someone has written, "Save us with blood." Okay. I am going to inspect down here first. This is new? It must be. Lots of tinder boxes. Miscellaneous items. Glass vial. Seems like the most useful thing here. Map showing distribution of army units on the table. You find captain's orders and more tinderboxes. And the poor girl who's been locked up. Seems to be a little girl inside the cage. She's hiding her face from you. Talk. I specifically sacrificed this girl in my old playthrough, and I remember that because to this day I still get comments being like, "You freak, why did you sacrifice her?" Okay, are you okay? She doesn't respond. Are you monster. Doesn't respond. I'll let her out. I'll bring her with me. She's staying quiet. I very, very specifically have been, like, you know, not fighting things. So, like, in that sense, like, I'll give her a cloth hood, sure. Like, she is very vulnerable. And I don't even think she can help very much with fighting. But I'm kind of avoiding fighting anyways. So maybe that is fine. Oh, did I just loop back around to where the dogs first come after you? This nightmare has taken its toll on me. I'm devolving into something lesser than I was. Yeah, this is where the dogs first chase you. Very interesting. I didn't expect that. And presumably we're well past that. That's not like a pressing concern that they're going to show up and rip me to shreds. Oh, shit. The lack of light is immediately concerning. Having to now feed and protect the sanity of two characters is very concerning. I only have the one torch, so I will be very, very sparing with that. I've been a little reckless with them before a couple times. Not in ways I intended, but suddenly I just find myself very, very low on that. Alright, he's going to the side there. I'm hoping I can skirt through here. An explosive vial is good. Moldy bread is not exciting. Cabbage. More nitroglycerin. Okay. Well, didn't make it very far before I feel kind of a need for a torch again. Shit. I think I kind of have to use the small key. Let's see what kind of everything we can raid from here. Is the answer not much of anything at all? Another torch. I can't get at most of the stuff. Shit. Having another torch is good, but I was hoping to get more out of it than that. Okay, he's heading that other direction. I don't need more black goo. Not right away, I don't think. Or ever, maybe, I don't know. Hallways collapse makes you wonder how the rest of things hold up. I will be blowing that up. I don't even know if that's immediately what I'm gonna do. Because there's totally more to be explored around here. Where'd you just go? Master, it comes, the fearsome crow. I know it comes. You're not telling me anything I didn't already know. So much flour. I don't need all this flour. Light with the tinderbox? What did that achieve? Fire's burning hot. Grill the raw meat. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Every bit of raw meat I have. Okay. That I think was probably worth it, actually. Grilled meat. Yeah, that'll be good. All these rotten veggies. I'll hopefully never have to touch them. Pretty weak. Losing lots of stats. I have another explosive vial. So, you know what? I'll blow them both open. Grant some options at least. I anticipate something bad up ahead, though. Potentially a place to save? That ain't so bad. I don't think there's any fire to light here, so I don't think I can properly fully protect it. Like, it'll remain a place of vulnerable standing no matter what, I think. Sturdy chest doesn't seem to be locked. I'm holding shift for the lucky coin spend. Double heads. Short bow. I am curious about that. Can you... Oh, you damn little girl. What? This guy really can't use anything. I do have arrows. I'm pretty sure I do. Not many. Yeah, I have 2. But I don't think he can use it. God damn, man. Why are you so shit at this? Alright, I have some torch life left. So I might as well keep exploring. But I don't know what I'm walking into. Oh man, this is also just like more loot. I thought it would be more opportunity to explore. One of the biggest risks I'm taking, I think, is stepping back out this door. Whoa. Okay. My concern was that the dogs would be out. Did I get all of those? Torch died, yes, of course. I kind of was suspecting that I hadn't explored all of this. I'm a little bit surprised. The merchant. Hello there, dweller. Your eyes. They're starting to have that absent gaze in them already. Who are you? A little bird told me that these dungeons just swallowed a new set of poor bastards. I just saw a business opportunity. That's all. So what shall it be? You have 19 silver coins. What do you want to trade them for? Full healing, full sanity. I don't know what potion of life would be, but full healing. Yes. Well, my time here is done. Oh, shit. Oh, what would potion of life have been? Is that maybe that's like a revive or something? I did not think I would only get 1 chance. That's pretty rough. This is the way I did end up going. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, and I looped all the way back to the start. So going back there again now probably doesn't matter. Oh, fuck, no. The dogs are coming again? As soon as that guy's gone, eh? Oh, shit. No, 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 no. No. What? I was like, it's fine. That was, we've escaped the dogs. That's only a start of the game concern. This blows. Do you have skills? Can you attack? I assume your attacks are weak as shit. Fuck. 0. Yep. So, little girl, you're probably dead. This game sucks. Why do people like it? I can't go straight for the head. Well, maybe I should have saved. But I wanted to go outside. God damn it. Well, there goes everything I've done. Fuck it, I am gonna walk into Trorter's area. Yeah, he is in here. He's doing his own thing. Yeah, torture devices and whatnot. Bucket of blood. Scoop some blood into a vial. Good stuff. Yum yum. How nice, how pleasant. Hired maiden waiting for the next poor soul. I don't know. I guess I'll interact with this guy. The wretched being stands in front of you. I can just talk to him. You can still surrender and be a good child. I need new test subjects. I'm a doctor, you she. Stay away, you wretched being. Test subjects for what? You shall see. You shall see. The new world of pain and suffering. The limits of human flesh. And he just immediately started attacking. We were having a conversation. Blow your damn arm off, you jackass. Really hack him to bits. That guy who said he left this guy alive out of pity. I don't deal with that. Now we can talk again. You can still surrender. Stay away, you wretched being. Oh, that's probably like an alert that he's about to do something, so I should guard. No, now I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just telling me his head is vulnerable. Yeah. Fuck that guy. Search him. Second floor key. That's a good thing to have, I'm sure. I assume. As long as I can figure out how to get out of here. Oh, there is stuff this direction. Oh, good. Just a big old torture room. And a torch. That's good. Seems to be someone inside the Iron Maiden. Well, then let him out, for crying out loud. Got a bone saw. Rotten corpse. Well, I'd let you out if I could. Yeah, sorry. Not happening. Oh, shit. Alright. Kind of a little bit dodgy. Let's see. Oh, what the hell? I was like holding the button to run, but you have to wait until it enters that screen, apparently. Or I'm stuck on something. This sucks, though. This is bullshit. Yeah, I think I was stuck on, like, corpses or some shit. Well, I'm lucky to have gotten away. That was pretty dumb luck to succeed at that 3 times. But now we're cheesing it out of there. I have no reason... Pine cone. But now I don't know the recipe anymore, I don't think. I have no reason to go to the, like, cultists. I have no reason to go... A lucky coin, nice. No reason to go to the pile of corpses. I don't think that had anything for me. So I'm just going my own way. Nope, not. Down into the sewers. Pretty confident bad things happen there. What is my tinderbox count? 13. Yeah, I can be spending those. Poems of Love and Torment. Penance Nights. I'm finding quite different things. Nada. More Love and Torment. The, like, Alchemical stuff is kind of what I'm looking for. I think Empty Scroll has some uses. Tales of Pocketcat. Oh, Lord, teach hurting. Can I do that with just a blank note? Where did that go? The scroll. Empty scroll. So let me just double check. Oh, Lord, teach hurting. Yes. Empty scroll. It was just the letter O, right? I feel like I should have taken a closer look at that. Teach. And now hurting. Okay. Oh, Lord, teach hurting. Almer teaches you hurting. There we go. Managed to gain a skill. Concentrated feelings of hurting create a devastating vortex. It costs 40 mind, though, so it's high risk. Oh, got bit by a rat. Studies of Sylvian. Anathomia. Torch, yeah, I'll take it. Arrow I'll never be able to use. So... a lot of stuff, basically none of it that I had found last time, and I know like 0 crafting. So studies of Sylvian first, why not? Sylvian is the goddess of love, lust, and creation. She created men and women at the dawn of time. From the very first moments, she loved her children greatly. Over time, her love blossomed into a more obsessive form, and she would try to guide her children more and more. Once she realized her children would never be able to return the same amount of affection back to her, her love took a more twisted form. Sylvian would shape mankind more to her liking and more into her own image with her gift to people. The love magic, otherwise known as the flower magic. For a brief moment in ancient history, mankind fell into a craze of fleshly delights, as a synchronized mass sea of naked people in the middle of coitus would pulsate and waste their days. There are still cults dedicated to Sylvian to this day, but many believe she left mankind behind a long time ago. Captain's Diary 2. No, I would have read this. I've across the saves have seen the first and second of that. Poems of Love and I have 2 of this. Chained Heart by Ron Chambra. Silent grace in life hid in our eyes. I used to dream all night. Wasted tears weighing my back from our love of lies. Lies I used to stay wake all nights. Chains in my heart gaining weight before your eyes. Too heavy for me to bear. Can't you see me suffer? So hard to withstand even a sight of your eyes. Chains in my heart, so heavy I can't defy. You ponder these lines in your head. Or out loud, depending. The Tale of Pocketcat, Chapter 1. It was a rainy day in the countryside just north from the forest of Merwood. Willem, the wildest child known in town, would stare at the raindrops behind the window screen. His mother would warn him of going outside. During rain, decent boys would help their parents with various indoor tasks. Rain brings forth all kinds of dangers not otherwise known to little boys. Disregarding the warning, and without a worry in the world, Willem dashed through the bushes and ran deep into the Merwood. In the heart of the forest, all wet from the rain, Willem heard slight panting noises from an overgrown grotto nearby. Cautiously, Willem peeked through the leaves. He would not believe his eyes when he saw a finely dressed cat standing on 2 feet, twice as tall as Willem's father would be. The cat's back was facing Willem. His hand was moving swiftly inside its pocket, while the 2 big yellow eyes gleamed inside a burlap bag in great excitement. Suddenly the hand came to a halt. Even if Willem was well hidden behind the leaves, slowly the cat turned its eyes toward him. In terror, Willem ran as fast as he could towards his home. The 2 glowing yellow eyes of the cat haunted him all the way to his home gates. His mother was there to meet him by the front door. "So, you just had to go to the woods, did you?" said his mother. "You saw something you shouldn't have, right?" questioned his mother. "And how do I know this?" Willem's mother would go inside to get a little parcel with decorated wrapping. This appeared on the front door just before you came. It was directed to young Mr. Willem. Slowly, Willem unwrapped the decorated paper with small mouse prints on it. Inside the parcel, there was catnip. Weird. Is that cat masturbating through his pocket? Is that what that's saying? The Book of Medical Science. The Book of Anathomia. Collected knowledge of Homer of the Abyssonia. Symptoms and effects: confusion, fracture, bleeding, poison, parasite, momentary stun, infected, blindness, severe mental trauma, severe physical trauma, severe anal bleeding, temporary paralysis, strong toxic poisoning. Different stages of hunger and of fear. This book by no means covers everything under the sun and stars, and thus it should only be used as a reference. That is pretty damn useful to have, even if just to review it this once. If I never have it again, at least it's a good reminder. The Penance Knights are a special unit. I don't know why it's down low instead of in the middle. Special unit of the Vatican City that wear tailor-made armors. The Penance Knights are used to the most perilous tasks and missions where the chances of survival are especially low. Thus, the armor has been designed only to be put on. There's no removing it once one is chosen for the mission. The armor has rows of small spikes that drill into the skin of its wearers. The pain is meant to cleanse the mind for the task at hand and also heighten the fury in the midst of combat. Because of the nature of the Penance Knights and the Penance armor, only convicts with life and death sentences are recruited to the unit. The recruits are given one last chance to repent their crimes and atone their sins before the Ascended One Almer passes on the final judgment. So those are literally like holy knights. Jesus, like crusaders, basically. I do not see how to move that, so I don't think that's happening. Not dealing with any of that. So I guess I'm just pushing through out of here. going back through that courtyard. And yeah, I guess I'll be doing largely the same things I did before. Here's a kicker. I now have what I need for the pine cone. I could rip that up into cloth. That's kind of handy, actually. But now I don't have the recipe. So how absurd is that? Just never getting what I need. Little insect. My rotten home, something shiny. I don't know what the fuck you're... It probably means that the halls of hellish, non-stop, infinite flesh and gore that I crawled out of. But I don't really want to go back there. Not right now. Not anytime, especially soon. I have a couple torches, and I can craft a torch. So maybe I'll do so. But kind of just going to rummage first. Ancient book. The book feels very special and has a hefty weight to it. Like a siren's call, the book is calling to you. Its macabre leather coverings look irresistible. So what's going to happen if I read that insanity? Man, I'm not going to get a book of enlightenment this time, are I? Assassin's Handbook. Look at all this. None of it is what I was hoping for. This book contains instructions on how to skin an animal or a humanoid creature and how to make a believable disguise out of the flayed leather or fur. Use a skinning knife with precise movements to tear the skin from muscle tissue and bone. With enough pieces of leather, you can use them to make an outfit, a disguise of sorts. The disguise will mask any human scent, but if it is scent of fear and hunger, you will be able to fool the beast in your hunt. Caution is advised, though, as this masking technique doesn't work if you get too close to the beast. That's interesting. That opens up some cool possibilities, but I'm not really fighting things very much. Well, I have to read this. You feel a twist inside as you take the book from your satchel. You feel a great urge to open the book, but at the same time, you feel like the consequences might be terrible. Read the book. It turns out that this book is the very book many legends tell about. It goes by many names: the Rites of Madness, Al-Azif, Testament of Grogeroth, Ex Mortis, and the Necronomicon. I don't even think you can apply the lucky coin to that. The book is summoning powers that exceed your understanding. Next to this ancient presence, you are nothing but a feeble ant. Oh, good. Then my insect husbandry will come in mind. Grogeroth blesses you with a new blood magic. You learn necromancy. As you finish reading the book, it crumbles into dust before your very eyes. Having the necromancy is dope. It costs 30 mind. But I have necrophobia. So, like, is that just totally gonna fuck me up? I don't know. I straight up don't know. Alright. You should probably eat a salami. Oh, and you're infected. And I do know that I have a green herb. And you should probably, like, drink a beer. If you have it. I haven't found that much. Wow. Do I have nothing to help my mind? Antidote to poisoning? That's not... Damn. That's something I like straight up don't have. Partly decomposed body. Okay, but like... Let me necromancy it? Do I have to kill a thing before I can do that? That's disappointing, because I'm not very good at that. Yes, I will counter magic, and maybe it always works? Okay, I won't use a torch in here this time. There might not even be like a barrel in here or anything to loot. Oh yeah, maybe not. I thought there was. So there's not really a reason to go back to there. I should... My concern right now is shifting towards probably I want a save. Oh. So I don't have a vial right now. And I don't have... Oh. Oh. Gotcha. Guard skin, pale skin. Ugh. So I don't have any means of making those. I have a nitroglycerin powder. I have one explosive vial. So I can blow up one of those paths. So that's good to have as an option. Waiting to see what that guard does. Maybe I should have just ran up. This is a situation where I got nothing. Yeah, okay. All right. What did sacrificial circle for the older gods to appease gods or gain favor from them? This is the place to offer your gratitude. Grogroth, the destroyer of man, yearns for human sacrifices. The god of fertility and love wishes nothing more than the act of love in her name. Oh. Pray to Almer? You finish praying. Shit. Alright, yeah, so that's like, you gotta sacrifice the girl, or neither situation is good. I don't want to do either of those things. So I think I will avoid it as much as it would directly and immediately benefit me, I think. So I will take her with me again. I don't know if I can keep her alive. That's a whole other challenge, one that quite quickly eclipses my means. So, not a very necessary, useful thing to do. Find an egg. It's very edible seeming. I will light this furnace. 3 eggs. Look at all them eggs. Let's grill up some meat. Oh wait, that was all I could do there. Hunger. What do I got for you, man? Maybe you should just eat the meat. What about an egg by itself? 34. Didn't heal a lot. Most things by themselves just don't, I guess. Yeah, 7. That's about what's to be expected. Little bit of healing. A little bit of general benefits there. I only have the 1 vial, so I'm going to use it here. I don't want to go outside and lure the dogs. Not right now, at least. Search the barrel. Okay. Yeah, sure. Search all that up. Shit. I really wanted to see if I could luck out into finding, like, torch on the wall or like a candlestick or something. Alright. Oh, the chest. Leave for now. Because that at least gives me a little bit of a frame of reference of where I'm standing. Leave. So if I go this way, I'm heading towards the bed. Go up towards the wall. No. So just head down, 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 down. I must just be running straight into a wall. Okay, okay. Here's a little hair of promise. Oh, you stepped on a rusty nail. Shit. This fucking game. How is that a thing? Search the crate, find a torch. Well, I guess that means it's time to just use a torch, isn't it? Okay. There's a couple tomatoes. I don't know. Oh, that board would have been the rusty nail. Oh, there isn't anything in the wall in this area to like light. Okay, well, I'm you know what? I will go back. Oh shit, I am bleeding. Now I have the infection risk, but I don't have the herbs for it. That sucks. But we're making do. I'm going to cook up that meat, and then I'm going to save. So, we have a decent supply of stuff. Kinda, sorta. Not great, not game-changing. This is potentially a risky sleep. I guess I'll check the chest now. Okay. Shitload of money. Okay. The bed is in bad shape. The dungeon feels very dingy and unsafe. Save and rest. But I am doubling my chances. Good. That's where lucky coins should be spent, I think. I guess I'll throw down a new save, but like, I'm pretty committed. Okay. Just played through the same thing twice, you know, no biggie, pretty typical, but at least some progress made. I'm a little bit happy about that, little bit. I don't know where I go from here. I don't know what I do next, but the world is my oyster. I got so much cooked meat and eggs. I'm set. I'll have breakfast for days. Thank you all so much for watching, and hope to see you again soon.